Number 7, Jace Smith. Number 42, Cordell Holmes. Number 14, Christian Carnley. Number 13, Tanner Mock. Number 11, Asher Jones. Number 10, Case Moore. Number 24, Landon Peters. Number 2, Tucker Raif. With the manager, Kevin Bryan, and coaches Wes Jones and Kevin Mock. And St. Joe, number 6, Zay Jenkins. Number 12, Corey Williams. Number 2, Caden Brown. Number 5, Eli Harris. Number 9, Jaden Reese. Number 11, Terrell Williams. Number 3, Easton Buchanan. Number 8, Angel Mace. Number 4, Darian Cherry. Number 1, Kaysen Ashcraft. Number 7, Stratton Levens. And number 10, William Schoaf. With their manager, Rashad Brown, and coaches Harold Williams and Eric Mace. Let's play ball.
All right, we're starting a little bit early again, but this is our last game of the day here on Field 4 as we continue coverage of the Dixie Youth Baseball AAA Division II Florida State Tournament. And this will be a winner's bracket game between Paxton, the Paxton All-Stars, and the All-Stars from Port St. Joe. Paxton cruised 15-0 over Alpha last night in 3 innings, and Port St. Joe rallied 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th, and they rallied past Liberty County yesterday 6-5 in their opener. Port St. Joe, the home team in their yellow uniforms, gold with purple letters and numerals, white pants, purple hat. And Paxton is the visiting team, so they'll be coming up first in the red and white. Leading off for Paxton will be number 17, pitcher Noah Bryan. Hitting second, and second base, number 9, Jacob Lowry. Batting third, playing first base is number 1, Cade Stewart. Hitting fourth, number 4, Kaysen Nelson. Batting fifth is number 7, Jay Smith, the shortstop. Hitting sixth at center field, number 42, Cordell Holmes. Batting seventh, number 14, is Christian Carnley. Hitting eighth at number 13, Tanner Mock. Batting ninth, playing left field, number 11, Asher Jones. Hitting 10th, the third baseman, number 10, Case Moore. Batting 11th and playing right field, number 24, Landon Peters. And hitting 12th, the catcher, number 2, is Tucker Raif. Kevin Bryan, the manager of the Paxton All-Stars, and assisted by Wes Jones and Kevin Mock. Port St. Joe will be in the field first. Terrell Williams is the starting pitcher. And he will, again, as he got the start yesterday for Port St. Joe with the first 2 innings, we'll get the start here this afternoon. And behind the plate catching is Corey Williams. At first base, Caden Brown. Easton Buchanan at second. Angel Mace, the third baseman. Zay Jenkins at shortstop. In the outfield, Darian Cherry. In right field, the center fielder, Eli Harris. Jaden Reese is the left fielder. Rashad Brown is the manager for the Port St. Joe All-Stars. He is assisted by Harold Williams and Eric Mace. Winner of this game will play against Avon Park tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock, and really will be in the driver's seat to win this Division II state tournament, as Avon Park in our previous game defeated San Antonio in 4 innings, 12-0. Loser here will not be eliminated. They'll drop down to an elimination game tomorrow at noon against West Volusia. West Volusia eliminating Franklin County 13-3 earlier in 4 innings, and it was Liberty County 12-0 over Alpha earlier today. So we are underway. Leadoff batter is Noah Bryan. Facing Terrell Williams. Liberty County 12-0 in 5 innings over Alpha. Avon Park 12-0 in 4 innings over San Antonio. And first game of the day, West Volusia 13-3 over Franklin County in Forney. So Franklin County and Alpha have been eliminated. We are down to 6 teams here. Crazy game just into the majors. Mike Rattle had a long one, almost 3 hours, as Frostproof in Brooksville went back and forth. Brooksville had the last at bat. They won it 19-18 with a couple runs in the bottom of the 6th. 2-2 the count to Noah Bryan leading off. And fouls it off first base side. If you'd like to send a shout out for this game only, 904-525-1324, 904-525-1324. Frostproof scored 7 runs in the top of the 6th to take the lead. And then Brooksville scored 2 in the bottom of the 6th to win 19-18. Up the middle past the pitcher Williams to second base, and a left-handed second baseman. That's not something you see every day. Easton Buchanan makes the play on to first, and holding on to the bag, Caden Brown for the first out. So 1 out as Noah Bryan grounds out. So we're playing on field 1 and field 2. The Division 1 Ozone State Tournament, Spring Hill American and Okeechobee game about to start. Chuck Sebastian with the call there. Robert Williamson was on the Division 1 AAA earlier today. 3 games on field 4. And Mike Rideout with the majors on field 3, 3 games there. So we're down to 2 games on this second day, as that's fouled off by Jacob Lowry. Lowry against Alpha last night, 2 walks, was 0 for 1 with 2 runs scored. Paxton last night with a 3-run first. They scored 10 in the second. Actually, I take that back. They scored 2 in the first, 10 in the second, 3 in the third to win 15-0. Then the hold to short, knocked down. Throw across is not in time. So it's a good play in the hole at shortstop by Zay Jenkins, but Lowry will beat the throw to first for a base hit. So an infield single for Jacob Lowry. He's at first with 1 out. And was taken off there was Lowry. He'll head back to first. So goes down to second. Shortstop cuts it off. Once again in front of second. Good throw down there by the catcher Corey Williams. So Lowry still at first base. Here is Cade Stewart. Stewart yesterday walked a couple times, reached an outfielder's choice, drove in a run, scored a couple. Stewart will, wow, another good throw. Stewart trying to, Lowry trying to play some games with Corey Williams, but Williams keeps throwing it right on the money down to second. Count is 3-1 now, though. And a swing and a miss there by Stewart. Now full 3-2. Had pretty good weather for the most part. Hope they get through this game. Sunny as we start this game. Some clouds off to the north. Called strike 3. Throw will go down to second, and it's going to be a double play. That time Lowry did go. Stewart took the pitch for strike 3, and Corey Williams, throws down to the shortstop Jenkins and caught stealing as Lowry to end the inning. So 1 out single. That runner is thrown out. Strike him out, throw him out. Double play ends the top of the first. So the bottom of the first now with the score Paxton 0 and Port St. Joe coming to bat. Here's the lineup for the Port St. Joe All-Stars. Leading off the shortstop, number 6, Zay Jenkins. Batting second and catching is number 12, Corey Williams. Hitting third and first base, number 2, Caden Brown. Batting fourth in center field, number 5, Eli Harris. Hitting fifth in left field, number 9, Jaden Reese. Batting sixth, the pitcher, number 11, Terrell Williams. Batting seventh, playing second base, number 3, Easton Buchanan. Angel Mace, the third baseman, number 8, will hit 8th. Batting ninth, the right fielder, number 4, Darian Cherry. Kason Ashcraft, number 1, will bat 10th. Stratton Levens, number 7, will hit 11th, and William Schoaf, number 10, will bat 12th. 1 through 12 in the lineup, and then you hit 1 through 9. Can also continue to bat 1 through 12, but have to get 12 hitters in. Of course, in Dixie Youth Baseball, we play 6 innings, a 10-run rule after 4 innings, and a 15-run rule after 3. The starting pitcher, right-hander for Paxton, is number 17, Noah Bryan. Bryan pitching 3 innings last night. And 3 innings of shutout ball against Alpha. The rest of the defense for Paxton. As Tucker Rafe will be behind the plate catching. Kate Stewart at first base. Jacob Lowry's at second. The shortstop is Jay Smith. Case Moore at third base. And the outfield, Cordell Holmes in center field. Left fielder is Asher Jones. And Landon Peters is the right fielder. So Paxton, red uniforms. Black letters and numerals, white trim, black pants with red socks. Taking their warm-up tosses as we go to the bottom of the first. And the scores from earlier today here in Dixie Youth Baseball AAA Division II. It was West Volusia eliminating Franklin County 13-3. That game went 4 innings. Then it was a 12-0 win for Liberty County over Alpha as Franklin County eliminated Alpha eliminated in 5 innings. And then in our winner's bracket game, Avon Park 12, San Antonio nothing in 4 innings. San Antonio Liberty County will play as well tomorrow at 3 o'clock here on Field 1 in an elimination matchup. So Zay Jenkins leads it off against the right-hander Noah Bryan. Takes that pitch for a strike on the inside corner. Shad Brown is very animated. He coaches down to third, the manager for Port St. Joe. There was quite a game yesterday with Liberty County. Port St. Joe took a 1-0 lead as Zed Butters bunted, coming from third base and then slipping down. I'm not sure if Case Moore may have collided with the pitcher Bryan or what happened there, but he went down. That'll be I'll give a base hit there. Jenkins might beat that anyway, so he's at first base, lead off the bottom of the first. But in that game yesterday, Port St. Joe was tied at 1-1, went back ahead 2-1. Liberty tied it at 2. Port St. Joe led 3-2. After a run in the bottom of the fourth, Liberty tied it with a run in the bottom of the or top of the fifth, 3-3. Then they went to extras, and in the seventh, Liberty County put 2 on the board in the top of the seventh, lead 5-3. Port St. Joe came back with 3 in the bottom of the seventh to win it 6-5. So Jenkins will steal second. He's there with 1 out, or no outs, pardon me. Rolled to short, and ball is bobbled, and there's no play. That will be an error that time on the shortstop, Chase Smith, as he tried to tag Jenkins, who was on second base. It'll be first and second, nobody out. Caden Brown will bat. Caden Brown yesterday had 3 hits, 2 runs batted in, and including the game-winning RBI single in the seventh. So he had a big day yesterday. First pitch is a strike. First and second, nobody out to start for Port St. Joe. Paxton brings in third base now, first base as well. Slow roller gets past the pitcher to second. It'll tag the runner coming to second base as the runner is safe at first. Williams is out on the 4 unassisted fielder's choice. So Corey Williams is out. Caden Brown reaches, and the third is Jenkins. First and third, 1 out. Here is Eli Harris, the center fielder. Eli Harris 1 for 3 with a single yesterday afternoon. That was the game that was delayed Right a little after 3 o'clock by lightning and heavy rain, about 3 hours. Hides, deep drive to left field, and that ball is going to be off the bottom of the fence. That's the hardest ball we've seen hit in 2 days here. Is he's going to end up at third as Harris. Scoring is Jenkins and Brown. It's a 2 RBI triple, and Port St. Joe takes a 2-0 leader in the bottom of the first. That ball was smoked right off the base of the fence in left field. That's the farthest ball I've seen hit on this field in 2 days. So 2-0 lead for Port St. Joe, as they call him, St. Joe. One out, runner at third. Here's Jaden Reese. Reese, the left fielder, yesterday was 0 for 2, was hit by a pitch. And Reese hits it to first. Steps on the bag, comes home, and safe. Nice slide there under the tag by Harris as Reese is out at first. Good play there at first base by Cade Stewart. He was able to step on the bag and get the out, but his throw home not in time. It's an RBI for Jaden Reese, and it's now a 3-0 lead for Port St. Joe. 2 outs now, bases are empty, but 3 in for the home team, Port St. Joe. Here's the pitcher, Terrell Williams. It's popped over first base and out of play towards the Paxton dugout first base side. It's a slow roller out of the third base line. Going to stay fair. And no play, really. The throw is made by Bryan, but Terrell Williams easily beats that to first for an infield hit. A little slow roller, what, 10, 15 feet up the third base line. And Williams beats the throw from the pitcher, Noah Bryan. So he's at first with 2 outs. Third hit of the inning for Port St. Joe. Easton Buchanan now to the plate. This is low. Runner started to second, and then Williams will head back to first. Reminder, if you want to send shout-outs, you can text it to 904-525-1324. For this game only, please text Do Not Call, 904-525-1324. This is outside. Again, Williams halfway to second will go back to first. 2-0 the count. In for a strike. Now the runner will head to second as they baited him into throwing there. Tucker threw it back to Bryan. So Williams steals second with 2 outs. Strike on the inside corner. 2-2 now. Runner will head to third, and again, it's the same thing. The catcher, Rafe, throws it back to the pitcher as Williams started halfway up the line, and then by the time he gets it back to Bryan, the base is stolen. 2-2 now the count, though. Buchanan fouls it off third base side. Taken inside. Two called, strike 3 on the outside corner to end the inning. First strikeout for Noah Bryan. Port St. Joe, though, picks up 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors, and actually there was 1 error in that inning, and a runner left on base. So we head to the 2nd inning. It's Port St. Joe 3, Paxton nothing. Back for this winner's bracket game from the 2019 Dixie Youth Baseball AAA Division II State Tournament, Liberty County. We'll return in a moment.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Top of the 2nd, Paxton lead off with Kason Nelson. Pitch just is outside from Terrell Williams. Nelson yesterday reached space twice on a walk and an error. Also had an RBI. Port St. Joe 3 runs in the bottom of the 1st. Swing and a miss there by Nelson. Avon Park will play the winner. Winner of that game tomorrow night will be in the driver's seat to win this Dixie Youth Baseball AAA Division II State Tournament. Ground ball to second. And throw made over by Easton Buchanan, the left-handed second baseman, for the first out. That is not something you see every day. 1 out for Jay Smith, the shortstop. Rolls it foul over first base, out of play. And it's thrown to the backstop there. On the count. Plate umpire emphatically letting us know it's 1-1. Smack on the inside corner, 1-2. Outside. 2-2 now. Full count, 3-2. Two is outside, ball 4. So first walk by Terrell Williams. Jay Smith the first with 1 out. Reminder to check out Jock Jive on Facebook, Jock Jive Sports, Twitter at Jock Jive, and if you want downloads of your broadcast, including this game, $5 per game. You can find that at info@jockjive.com. DYB.com. Our next coverage of Dixie Youth Baseball after this Florida State tournament will be the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series, AAA Ozone and Majors, as well as machine pitch and coach pitch coming up in the end of July, beginning of August in Ruston, Louisiana. Strike to Cordell Holmes, the center fielder. On the count. Making a miss, down 1 and 2 as the throw goes to first, not in time. The 1-2, foul back. Makes it over the fence and down the first base side. Rolled to short. Second for 1. They'll just get the out there as Zay Jenkins flips it to Buchanan. Fielder's choice 6-4. And out is Jay Smith. Holmes at first now with 2 outs. Christian Carnley now will bat. Swings and misses at a fastball outside the strike zone, 0-1. For St. Joe, wearing the yellow, purple letters and numerals, white pants, purple hat. Navy blue and red for Paxton. Navy blue and letters and numerals as the throw goes to second again, and Holmes will head back to first. Outside to the backstop again, and this will send Holmes to second. Throw will be late. So now Cordell Holmes at second with 2 outs in scoring position. Two and 1 the count to Carnley. Hit to second and caught as Buchanan makes the play to end the inning. So a walk, a fielder's choice, 1 left on for Paxton here in the top of the second. We head to the bottom of the second. And our score, Port St. Joe 3 and Paxton nothing. We'll return to Liberty County in a moment.
At the 36-yard line. Jarvis Hall
awfully close. Kemp will wave and miss. Strikeout, getting over. The Royal team leads the man at third.
At the 36-yard line. Jarvis Hall
awfully close. Kemp will wave and miss. Strikeout, getting over. The Royal team leads the man at third.
Bottom of the second starts with a ball to Angel Mace, third baseman. Port St. Joe 3, Paxton nothing. They're in the bottom of the second. Mace followed by Darian Cherry, and Kaysen Ashcraft. Swings at a pitch inside and low, but is for a strike. This is low and outside. Port St. Joe 3 runs, 3 hits in the first. Paxton with no runs, 1 hit through the first 2 innings. 2 at bats. They've had both teams with an error as that's fouled off. One and 2. He'll step out. This is low and outside, and the count now goes to 2-2. Two is fouled off. Two and 2 still to count to the left-handed batting Angel Mace. Noah Bryan on the mound for Paxton, giving up 3 runs there in the bottom of the first. So roller to third, nice backhand, throw across, will not be in time. Ball gets away, and now Mace going to try to head to second to throw to second, and that gets away, but not far enough. Now Mace is, well, he's going to stay put as that ball barely trickled into center field. That's going to be a hit and an error there, as Mace would have beaten that throw. It was a pretty good play to start by Case Moore at third. But on the backhand play over, the throw moved the runner to second. So a hit and an error. Second error of the game for Paxton. Runner at second with nobody out. Mace yesterday for Port St. Joe drove in a run. Darian Cherry had 2 hits, including a big RBI double in the 7th inning, and that comeback as Port St. Joe rallied for 3 in the bottom of the 7th. Knock off Liberty County 6-5. Fouled off by Cherry. 4 hits out for Port St. Joe, 2 errors for Paxton. Bryan to the stretch, the pitch. And Cherry swings and misses, 1 and 2. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. Second strikeout for Bryan, 1 out. To hear from you, if you could want to send some shout outs, text it to 904-525-1324. Way to go, Angel Mace, number 8. Let's go, St. Joe. Boys, y'all got this. Thank you for that shout out. Text that to me at 904-525-1324 for this game only. Please call, or please text, do not call, sorry. As Kaysen Ashcraft takes the first pitch for a strike. Left-handed batter, the 10th hitter in the order for Port St. Joe. This is outside. chopped down the third base line. It's a fair ball, and the throw to first is in time. Runner, though, heading around third. And now Mace will go back to third base as Ashcraft is out. Nice play there by Bryan, 1-3 put out. Runner moves to third with 2 outs. Mace went halfway around third and then went back to third base. Stratton Levens now, the number 11 batter, will hit with 2 outs and a runner at third. All right, so Levens now steps in. 2 outs, a runner at third. And Levens will pop it into right field for a base hit. He brings in a run with 2 outs. Good job by the number 11 hitter who reached yesterday on an error. He brings in an RBI as Mace scores, and it's 4-0 for Port St. Joe. 5th hit for Port St. Joe, and they extend their lead with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. William Schoaf pops the first pitch up, and Bryan, the pitcher, will make the catch to end the inning. 1 run in that inning on 2 hits, 1 error, and a runner left on base. As we head to the third, our score now, it's Port St. Joe 4 and Paxton 0. We'll return to Bristol Liberty County in a moment.
At the 36-yard line. Jarvis Hall.
Awfully close. Kemp will wave and miss. Strikeout, getting over. The Royal team leads an in at third.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Paxton coming up in the top of the third. Marty Pubman with you here on Jock Jive. Tanner Mock due to lead it off, followed by Asher Jones and Case Moore as the first pitch fouled off by Mock. 4-0, Port St. Joe now leading it. Scored 3 runs in the first, got another run in the second. Trying to advance in the winner's bracket to play Avon Park tomorrow night at 6 o'clock and go 2-0 so far and get themselves in the driver's seat. It's fouled off again at the plate. Want to play out of the loser's bracket, especially if you start there on the first after the first game. No roller to first. And stepping on the bag for the first out is Caden Brown. So 1 out as Mock is out, 3 unassisted. Asher Jones, the left fielder, now will hit. As Shad Brown coming to the mound. And this might be a pitch count issue here as Terrell Williams is really pitching well. He's allowed 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, but he's done after 2 1/3, so they will make a pitching change for Port St. Joe. Number 6, Zay Jenkins, will now take over on the mound with a 4-0 lead. So a nice job there by Williams, 2 1/3. 1 hit allowed, no runs. 1 walk, 1 strikeout. So they're keeping up with the numbers there on the pitch count. So Zay Jenkins will now move into pitch. Terrell Williams will go to shortstop. With 1 out here in the top of the 3rd, Port St. Joe leading Paxton 4-0. So he's ready to go already is Jenkins against Asher Jones. Jones lines the first pitch to short. Williams he backhanded it, did not make the catch on the fly, but a good throw to first. And Brown scoops it out for the 2nd out. Jones out 6-3 as Terrell Williams now at shortstop making that play on the backhand. So 2 outs and a chance for 1-2-3 inning as Case Moore comes up for Paxton. Rolled it to second, and Buchanan puts the first. 4-3 put out in a quick 1-2-3 inning there for Port St. Joe in the top of the 3rd. We move to the bottom of the 3rd. It remains Port St. Joe 4 and Paxton nothing. We'll return to Veterans Memorial Park in Bristol, Liberty County after this.
At the 36-yard line. Jarvis Hall.
Awfully close. Kemp will wave and miss. Strikeout, getting over. The Royal team leads the man at 3rd.
At the 36-yard line. Jarvis Hall.
Awfully close. Kemp will wave and miss. Strikeout, getting over. The Royal team leads the man at 3rd.
Marty Pullman back here in Bristol. A shout out to give you here. Jacob Ecos wants to give a shout out to Paxton boys. You got this. So we need to get those shout outs going here. I haven't had a bunch, really a lot today and many in this game as it's bunted to start the inning. And a nice play made to first base for the out as Zay Jenkins trying to bunt his way on. Is thrown out. 5-3 for the first out in the bottom of the 3rd. 4-0 Port St. Joe leading. 3 runs in the first. They're going to run in the second. 4 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for Port St. Joe. No runs, a hit, 2 errors for Paxton. Rolled to short. And the throw across is in time again by Jay Smith, the Paxton shortstop. 2 outs as Corey Williams grounds out. I'll bring up Caden Brown, who reached on a fielder's choice and scored in that 3-run first. Pitch misses outside. Swing and a miss there by Brown. Looking for their first 1-2-3 of the day is Noah Bryan as that's foul back. Strike 3. So Bryan with a 1-2-3 third. Now with 3 strikeouts. He's had 1 in every inning. So we quickly move along to the top of the 4th. Fort St. Joe 4, Paxton nothing. And Paxton needs to get something going offensively when we return to the Veterans Memorial Ballpark here in Bristol. Paxton starts the top of the 4th with Landon Peters leading it off, 11-12, and then back to the top of the order. Paxton only 1 hit so far. They trail 4-0. Zay Jenkins entered last inning, retired 2 batters he faced. As that's fouled over third base side out of play. 4-0 lead for Port St. Joe here in the top of the 4th. Popped up, and whoop, there's a collision there between Terrell Williams, the shortstop, and Mace, the third baseman, but the catch is made by Williams for the out. So Bryan, or Peters, pardon me, out the shortstop, 1 out. Took a Rafe now to the plate. We'll review some scores from earlier today. Another busy day on these 4 fields. Robert Williamson was here earlier for Dixie Youth Baseball, the AAA Division I tournament. This is Division II here. Mike Rideout has that time bunted in front of the pitcher. Now the throw goes to second. It's in time. Jenkins threw it away on the bunt, allowing Rafe to reach first, but then he tried to go to second, and he's done down at second base. So an error charged there, but he is out at second for the second out of the inning. Mike Rideout brought you the majors today on field number 3. Chuck Sebastian with the Ozone Division I and Division II on field 2. Earlier today, as we mentioned here in AAA Division II. West Volusia 13, Franklin County 3 in 4 innings. Franklin County was eliminated. Liberty County 12 Alpha nothing in 5 innings. Alpha eliminated, and Avon Park in a winner's bracket game 12 0 over San Antonio in 4 innings. In the majors today, Mariana 17 Alpha nothing. San Antonio 21 Sneeds nothing in 3. Sneeds was eliminated there, and then the game that just ended, a wild one. Brooksville, after Frostproof, scored 7 runs in the top of the 6th to take the lead. Brooksville got 2 in the bottom of the 6th to win 19-18. That was in the majors field today. And AAA Division I, Bartow 16, Holmes County 1 in 4 innings. Winner's bracket game there. Mariana eliminated AAA 18-3. And then it was Sebring 11, Spring Hill National 4 in the winner's bracket game. And finally, in Ozone Division II, Franklin County 9, Buntstown 1. This is round robin play. Fort Meade 6, Shalimar 3. Division I score, Sebring 9, Holmes County 2. And now the last game of the day on field 2, Chuck Sebastian with a call, Spring Hill American and Okeechobee. So that's a round robin, by the way. So 2 outs now. Noah Bryan will take a walk. He walks on 4 pitches. So the inning keeps going. On that last play, Reef bunted the ball. And Zay Jenkins made the play, came up, made the play, but then overthrew the first baseman. And then as it went down the right field line, Rafe tried to go to second, and he was thrown out on the play. Foul ball, first base side by Jacob Lowry, who singled and was caught stealing in the first. Only hit of the game so far for Paxton. Runner at first, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Paxton trailing 4-0. For a strike, throw goes to second. And Bryan back to first base is again a nice throw down by Corey Williams. And again, well, now he's got the runner hung up between first and second, and the throw, no, safe. Throw was made down to first by the catcher Williams, and the throw across by Caden Brown, deemed not in time by the umpire, so it is a stolen base for Noah Bryan. He's there with 2 outs. 1-2 the count to Jacob Lowry. And he swings and misses at a pitch a little bit outside the strike zone for strike 3. First strikeout for Zay Jenkins. So a runner left on for Pat in the top of the 4th. No runs or hits, on error, a walk, 1 left on. Now we head to the bottom of the 4th. Fort St. Joe leading Paxton 4-0 here on Jock Jive.
At the 36-yard line. Jarvis Hall.
Awfully close. Kemp will wave and miss. Strikeout, getting over. The Royal team leads the man at third.
At the 36-yard line. Jarvis Hall.
Awfully close. Kemp will wave and miss. Strikeout, getting over. The Royal team leads the man at third.
Curveball in for a strike to Eli Harris as we start the bottom of the fourth. Marty Palman with you here on Jock Jive. Harris tripled in a run, and he hit one off the fence in left field. Nearly left the ballpark in the first inning at the bottom of the fence there, and then later scored. This is outside. As we checked in the Division I Ozone tournament, Okeechobee up 1-0 on Spring Hill American. That's fouled off to our left here. Fly ball into center field. Now we're to right center, and going over making the catch is Holmes for the first out. Hit pretty hard again by Eli Harris, who just missed a home run back in the first, but he's out for the first out in the bottom of the fourth. Jaden Reese grounded out to first, drove in a run in the first inning as Port St. Joe got 3 in the first, a run in the second. It's a 4-0 lead as we play here in the bottom of the fourth. Hold back to the pitcher. Ryan's throw to first is in time. So a 1-3 put out. Actually, this is Jay Smith pitching now, number 7. Not sure if that change was made this inning or last, but 2 outs quickly in the bottom of the fourth. Jay Smith, and now Noah Bryan is at shortstop. They switch positions. 2 outs. Terrell Williams singled his first time up. First strike outside corner. Looking for a 1-2-3 inning here. Second inning in a row will be 1-2-3 for Paxton. Oh, and that hit behind him. It didn't hit him to the backstop. 1-1 the count. Shot Brown halfway up the line again. Asking the home plate umpire if it hit him. High fastball, and he hits it into left field. Nice catch on the run by Noah Bryan to end the inning. Good play out in the left field. And it's another 1-2-3 inning. The last now 7 in a row have been retired by Paxton pitchers. We head to the 5th. They need some runs, though. They trail 4-0 as we will return to Bristol in a moment.
At the 36-yard line. Jarvis Hall
Awfully close. Kemp will wave and miss. Strikeout, getting over. The Royal team leads the man at third.
Paxton has 6 more outs, although, again, not an elimination game, so they will not be going home if they can't come back here. But they'd like to stay in the winner's bracket. As leading off the top of the 5th, Cade Stewart swings and misses. The left-hander misses that fastball a little bit low and inside from Zay Jenkins. 4-0 Port St. Joe leading it. 3 in the first, a run in the second, although they've gone in order the last 2 innings, but right now shutting out Paxton. They've actually had 2 shutouts the last 2 games on this field. Avon Park beat San Antonio 12-0 in 4 innings, so they'll play the winner of this game tomorrow at 6 o'clock. San Antonio now plays Liberty County tomorrow at 3 in an elimination game. West Volusia will get the loser of this game as West Volusia defeated Franklin County 13-3 in 4 innings earlier. And Liberty County eliminated off the 12-0 in 5. Sun still out here, shining brightly in this late afternoon, now early evening in Liberty County, Bristol Veterans Memorial Park. We've had 1 rain shower came in right about noon. And it only lasted about 5 minutes or so. Actually, it was probably around 12, 1 o'clock, somewhere in that area. There's a swing and a miss. Currently 88, still feels like 97. And 3-2 is inside ball 4, so Stewart does work a walk to lead off the top of the 5th. Second walk by Jenkins. So runner to first with nobody out. Kaysen Nelson ground out to second, is only at bat. Pitch gets away, is heading to second is Stewart. Swing and a miss there by Nelson. Counts 1-1. You can send shout-outs to 904-525-1324. And that's outside for another walk. So now, back-to-back walks to start the top of the 5th. 2 on, nobody out. And a timeout. Here comes Rashad Brown to the mound to talk to his pitcher, Zay Jenkins. So that'll be it for Jenkins. He leaves after walking 3, striking out 1, did not allow a hit. So the third pitcher of the day for Port St. Joe is Jenkins goes an inning and 2/3. Well, 2 runners on base belong to him. And we'll have a right-hander, number 7, Stratton Levins. So Levins, the new pitcher. Jenkins going to go back to shortstop. That's where he was. Terrell Williams had moved there, so not sure where they'll move him around. 4-0 the score. Port St. Joe in the lead, but Paxton gets the first 2 on here at the top of the 5th. So here is Jay Smith with 2 on, nobody out. Wind picks up a little bit now. Still bright sunny skies here in Bristol. A little bit inside. Chance for Paxton here in the top of the 5th, down 4-0. This is again, now it's 2-0. 1-0 Okeechobee leading over Spring Hill America. That game in the 5th inning at the Ozone Division 1. Hit to second, going to tag the run at second, throw to first. Got a double play. How about that play? At second base, that's Zay Jenkins who moved to second as Terrell Williams stayed at short. And he turns a 4-3 double play, tagging Nelson on the way by and just having enough time to throw out Jay Smith at first. Huge play there. So runner gets to third, but now 2 outs on the double play. Cordell Holmes to a fielder's choice. Reached in the 2nd inning. For a strike, 0-1. Paxton looked like they had an opportunity. Now they're going to need a 2-out hit or something here. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Good breaking ball that time by Stratton Levins. And that bounces up, actually hit the home plate umpire, and that helped because as Corey Williams, ball stayed right in front of home plate. Rolled into short, tough bounce, but it bounces right up to Terrell Williams. His throw across in time, and Caden Brown pumps his fist at first base. Nice play that time by the shortstop as that ball took a room service hop right to Terrell Williams to end the inning. So 2 walks lead it off for Paxton. They had 2 on, nobody out, but a double play and a ground out gets Port St. Joe out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th, and we'll see if Port St. Joe can add to that 4-0 lead. Paxton will have 1 more at bat left. Port St. Joe coming up in the bottom of the 5th.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
All right, we go to the bottom of the 5th. Port St. Joe up 4-0. Artie Palmer with you on Jack Jive. Easton Buchanan, Angel Mason, Darian Cherry are due up. 7, 8, and 9 batters for Port St. Joe, who's scored 3 in the first, a run in the second. That's been it to this point. Paxton had an opportunity in the 4th with 2 on. Port St. Joe got out of that jam, and actually runner was thrown out trying to go to second. And then last inning, the first 2 hitters walked, but then a double play 4-3 with Smith up, Jay Smith up, and then a 6-3 ground out to end the inning. So 4-0 the score remains as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Paxton will have 7, 8, and 9 as well, due up in the top of the 6th. 2-0 the count to Buchanan. On an inside that actually hit Buchanan. So he will head to first base. Hit by a pitch to start the bottom of the fifth. Angel Mace singled. Scored in the second inning. Holds it foul over by the third base dugout. And for a strike, runner started to second. Pretty good throw, but it's a little bit to the left of second. It's a stolen base for Buchanan. Buchanan at first still like he wanted to go. He kind of got a quarter of the way and then decided to go. Mace takes that pitch. No, he went around. Throw goes to third. Runner on the move, and Buchanan steals third. So now he's over at third with nobody out. Actually, one out as Mace strikes out for the first out of the inning. He did go around there. So one out. Here's Darian Cherry. Cherry struck out his only at bat, which is in the second inning. Pitch misses low and inside. It's fouled off at the plate. A little bit high. Fouled off by Cherry. Called strike three. Cherry didn't like the call. Back-to-back strikeouts now by Jay Smith. So 2 outs, runner still at third. That gets away. Goes up and in on Zay Jenkins, and the runner will score on the wild pitch. Buchanan scores to make it 5-0. So a run without a hit this inning for Port St. Joe. Pitch was high and inside, got away from Reef behind the plate. So Port St. Joe adds to the lead, 5-0. Two 2-0 now. No ball 3. Two outs, nobody on, a run in this inning. Foul off by Jenkins, first base side, 3-1. 5 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for Port St. Joe. No runs, 1 hit, and 2 errors for Paxton as we play in the bottom of the 5th. Jenkins today singled, scored in the first, grounded to third in the third, and he's 1 for 2. Flies this into right field, and that's going to drop for another hit. So 2 hits for Jenkins. Thinks about going to second. He'll head back to first as the throw comes into second base. So the inning keeps going for Corey Williams. 6th hit for Port St. Joe. Paxton only has 1 hit through 5 innings. They'll have one more chance in the top of the 6th, but they need to keep it here as Corey Williams has reached on an error and grounded to short. He's 0 for 2. First pitch missing. And he bloops it into left field for another hit. So Williams has his first hit. Jenkins around second. He'll stay there, though. And back-to-back hits with 2 outs. Williams has reached base twice. He's now 1 for 3. Caden Brown, to a fielder's choice, scored in the first, struck out in the third, 0 for 2. Lines it to second. He gets under the glove of the second baseman Lowry and into center field. It's going to score Jenkins from second. Another runner rounding third, and now Corey Williams will head back to third as Brown goes to second base. It's 6-0. Another RBI for Brown as that ball went past the backhand attempt of Jacob Lowry at second. So a 2-out rally here gets another run in. Still second and third with 2 outs. 8 hits now for Port St. Joe, and they've extended the lead to 6-0. Still 2 outs, and now here's Eli Harris, who tripled off the fence in right field or left field back in the first inning, drove into, and a deep fly to center in the fourth. Swings and misses at the first pitch. This is inside. 1-1 the count. Deep to right field, and it's going to drop. Ball's behind the right fielder. Going to score at least 2. Corey Williams and Brown will score. Here comes Harris around third. The ball is coming into the plate. He'll now head back to third as the throw just came into home. It's another 2-run triple for Harris, his second of the game, and now it's 8-0. Port St. Joe putting this, it would seem, on ice here in the bottom of the 5th. All with 2 outs, the last 4 have reached. That ball again was hit hard out to right field. Peters going back, fell down, and it went over his head. So 8-0 the score. Harris has driven in 4. That's behind the head of Reese, and Harris will stay at third as it bounces right back to Reef off the backstop. So this is a 4-run inning for Port St. Joe. Scored 3 in the first, 1 in the second, and 4 here in the 5th. Fouled off. Reese got a piece of, I believe, got a piece of the catcher. Got the umpire. They'll let him walk it off a little bit. One-on-one the count. Sun's gone behind the clouds for now. Strike outside corner. 1-2 the count. Reese is 0 for 2. Did drive in a run to the ground out in the first. And strike 3 on the outside corner to end the inning. But 4 runs come in on 4 hits. No errors in the inning, and a runner was left on base. We go to the top of the 6th, final inning, as Port St. Joe leads Paxton 8-0 in this winner's bracket game. We will return to Bristol County Liberty County in a moment.
At the 36. 26-yard line. Jarvis Hall.
Awfully close. Campbell wave and miss. Strikeout, getting over. The Royal team leads the man at third.
Just about all wide. Jones counting. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap.
First pitch at the top of the sixth is Christian Carnley grounded to short. And Terrell Williams the first in time. So 1 out. Port St. Joe is 2 outs away from advancing in the winner's bracket to play Avon Park tomorrow at 6. Way to go, Easton. Grandma and Honey for Easton Buchanan. Thank you for that shout out. Tanner Mock hopped the first is only at bat as Port St. Joe looking for the combined shutout here. Paxton will drop to the elimination game against West Volusia tomorrow at noon. Liberty County and San Antonio at 3 o'clock in the other elimination game. It's 2-0 now. And that would put Avon Park and Port St. Joe against each other tomorrow night at 6. Both teams will be 2-0, so that'll be a big game, huge game, is to see who will be in position to win this Dixie Youth AAA Division II tournament. There's a walk, though, to Mock with 1 out. Outside, throw goes to first. Good throw down by Williams. And a shot to get Mock, but he's back in sliding. Stratton Levins on the mound trying to finish it off for Port St. Joe. Popped up, that'll get just short of us here, off to the left. Ball is in. Up, there goes the first again, and that actually gets away, but it's backed up down the line. Right field line, that is. And rolled in front of the plate. Williams will make the throw to second, and it goes into center field. And it gets past Buchanan, who's backing him up all the way to mid-center. Here comes Mock around third. The throw to the plate is not in time, and there goes the shutout. As Asher Jones reaches. Well, it would have been a fielder's choice. And an error by the catcher as the throw from Corey Williams went into center field, and it got past Buchanan. So the run scores. Third error of the game for Port St. Joe, and it's now 8-1 as Paxton gets on the board here in the top of the sixth. Runner is at third with 1 out. So the shutout goes by the boards. Top of the order, Noah Bryan has grounded to second and walked. 1 run in for Paxton. Runner at third with 1 out. Ball was hit right in front of the plate. And Williams tried to get the runner mock at second base, instead went into center field. And he came around to score, did mock. Jones goes all the way to third. Rolled to second. Oh, now why is he? Well, the ball is thrown away, and now Jones coming to the plate. He waited a while. Now the ball is thrown to second. It goes into left field. All of a sudden, Port St. Joe's throwing the ball all over the place. They played really well up to this point. I don't know at that point. I haven't said this much this week, but I don't know why Jenkins didn't throw to first. He had it out, easy out at first base, say Jenkins at second. He gets the second out there. Instead, he threw it away. And now it's 8-2. Another runner at third with one out. So that's another error in this inning. So this gives Paxton some hope now. But that's interesting. It was a ground ball by Bryan. Plenty of time for Jenkins to make the play to first. Instead, he threw it away, and ball was thrown away again on the way over to second base. Still a 6-run lead, though. Those 4 runs in the bottom of the 5th really helped Port St. Joe. As now it's Jacob Lowry who has singled and struck out. Swing and a miss there by Lowry. Went outside. In for a strike, 1-2. 2 runs here in the top of the 6th for Paxton. Oh, and it gets away, and here comes the runner, Bryan. He's going to score. A wild pitch. Gets past Corey Williams, and now it's 8-3. Still 1 out. Bases are now empty. Boy, those 4 runs in the bottom of the 5th are huge now. Paxton only had 1 hit. In fact, they don't have a hit this inning. They've had a walk and 3 errors, a fielder's choice, bunch of different things happening to get 3 runs in here in the top of the 6th. And called strike 3. So 11's first strikeout of the game. Now there are 2 outs. And 1 out away is Port St. Joe. Come on, Easton from Aunt Susan and Uncle Mike in North Carolina. Going to be up to Kate Stewart, who struck out and walked. First pitch is low and outside, 1-0. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Swing and a miss again. Pitch a little bit outside. 1-2, and now Evans needs 1 more strike. 8-3. Port St. Joe leading. Coach Kevin Bryan giving some instruction. Called strike 3 on the outside corner, and that'll do it. Evans back-to-back strikeouts to end it, and Port St. Joe wins again. They are 2-0. In the Dixie Youth AAA Division II state tournament, and they will play Avon Park tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Both teams 2-0. It'll be a big game to see who wins this state tournament. And for Paxton, still alive, not eliminated. They will be in the elimination game tomorrow at noon against West Fallujah. So we're set for tomorrow with 6 teams left. West Fallujah and Paxton at noon. Liberty County and San Antonio at 3 o'clock. And another elimination game, Avon Park and Port St. Joe tomorrow night in the winner's bracket. That's going to do it for our coverage of Day 2 of this 2019 Dixie Youth Baseball Florida State Tournament, AAA, Division 1 and 2, Ozone Division 1 and 2, and Majors. Chuck Sebastian still working on Field 2 with Spring Hill American and Okeechobee coming late in that game in Division 1. Also, Thanks to everyone with Dixie Youth Baseball. Norris, state director here. Of course, Tony Smith, national director. Ryan Cox, as well as the whole staff involved with Veterans Memorial Park here in Bristol. Also for Jock Jive Sports, Robert Williamson, who was here earlier. He'll be back tomorrow. Mike Radout as well. A long day for him. And for Chuck Sebastian, I'm Marty Pullman saying so long. 8-3 the final. Port St. Joe over Paxton. Thanks for all the shout-outs as well. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.